desert return the favor.
Alright, back at it again. Just copied another 64 gigabytes of data. This pair of wheels is looking like a couple hundred gigabytes of data to go through. Going to be mostly time-lapse. Missed out on a little bit of sanding here. I've got these couple done a little better. These are, maybe if you see the marks here, actually. If you look here on the wheels are these marks. I've stripped the clear coat off, but still these persist. It's like oxide underneath the clear coat on here. And I've still got the paint. Careful not to damage that. And the wheels are getting less specks on them. And if you look over here, these I've taken off those veiny lines. There's still some light scratches I'll have to clean out. But mostly what I've done is taken out these veiny lines. Alright, now we got this one here, and this is rougher than this, but this has this nasty stuff here, and so gotta roughen up the smooth part to clean out while cleaning out the rest, and then we go back and make it all smooth. So if the wheels you're working on only have one spot that's bad, you might be able to get by just cleaning up the one spot and then polishing that one spot and then polishing the whole thing, instead of like this where I gotta really go over the whole damn thing. So best to just get to it. Alrighty, part 168, sanding, sanding, sanding. Alrighty, I think I've had just about enough of that. Actually, almost enough. Alrighty. There she blows. I'm done for the day. So there. Where are we today? Okay, so this wheel has been sanded, but it's not finished sanding. Still got to get the 400 out here, 600, whatever. Clean it up before polishing, but the bulk of it's done now. It just takes a lot of rubbing. This wheel still has just bare stripped metal with these fun oxide patterns that I gotta clean out, and it's still clean. So this one is one step behind this one. Still got a bit of work to do though. The original paint. It's the original paint there. Alrighty. Alrighty. This one's pretty much ready for the last of the sanding type stuff. .400 grit. Oh boy, back at it again, some more. 977. Alright, so here we are, back on the front wheel again. This is some Ludus Pinsky. There's still a lot of little dents and dings. There's some there. There's little ones all around. There's a spot around here. There's another nice one. There's a spot in here, and I think here it is. Where there's a whole bunch of little dents and dings, and I'm just not going to be sanding it all down. And oh look, here's some more. Look inside the lip there. Looks like I got some dents here that are just it's into the paint and stuff. I'm just going to have to leave it alone. It's as good as it's going to be. Paint's still in very good shape. It's almost 40-year-old paint. I did take the clear coat off everywhere else, but left it on the paint. Didn't strip any of that off. And maybe a little like right at the edge, or maybe sanded some off the edge. But basically all the paint is here and all the original clear coat is on it. And looks good. It actually looks in relatively good shape. Not brand new, but not really worse for the wear. So basically, the more uniform you make it look, the less blemishes you see. And so that's really all I'm trying to do here, is make this shape look more and more uniform. Got that dent right there in the middle. Alrighty, well, I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Until I get some polish on it. Oh wait, there is a little bit more. Alright, done, that'll be perfect. Well, you may wonder, why go to all this trouble to make these wheels? These are actually halfway there. Polished up and look nice. This one's halfway there, just needs polish. It's got pretty much all the sanding done to it. And after it's polished, it looks something like this. So, yeah, it's a lot of work. And I think these are actually going to look nicer than the ones in the back. Yeah, so this is the last of the 4 wheels. It's kind of halfway done. It's got the lip all fixed up, sanded, all the curb rash removed. Maybe not 100% perfectly removed, but removed to where you can run your hands around it and you don't catch anything. And then the barrel has been sanded with a couple, 3 times, different grits, and these flat areas. These had mild machine marks on them. They're mostly smooth, so they were easy to do, whereas the ones in the back, most of the time I spent was trying to smooth out these big ripples that were in these parts here. Or at least I spent a lot of time doing that. So this time, hopefully we're not going to spend too much time on the faces, like over there. But I do have some bad spots to clean up. And the barrels, hopefully they'll go a little quicker and easier than the last one, but the front should hopefully look really, really good when I'm done. How many hours later, I don't know. But a bunch of them. One of the things I hope we learned from the last one is to try to use machines when possible. So I'm going to use this, try to help clean up these. Might actually want to go to something more coarse, but we'll see. Maybe this will get her done. Forgot how horrible that thing is. I'm gonna go ahead and double glove because I can. Alrighty. So I'm going to try to get some of this, this here buffing compound. Onto the wheel. While the wheel's kind of warmish, I'm going to get today. This one's done being sanded, so try to get as much of this on here as I can. Hopefully it won't come flying off when I buff it. Hopefully it'll stay on the tool or wheel. See if it'll brace it. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to get it as even of a coat everywhere as much as I can. It is going to glob up on you. Okay, that one seems got a pretty good coating on there. That should actually be a fair amount of polish for it. Fourth wheel restoration part 792. So this is still the first level of sanding. On this part here, this has been sanded one time with some 120. That's what we're going to use here to clean up some nasty spots and corrosion bits, hopefully. Won't make it perfect. Gonna remove enough material to do that. But gonna remove enough material to minimize. And even then, it's going to be a ridiculous amount of effort. Seriously? I probably could have rebuilt an engine. Pulled the engine out, rebuilt it, taken it all apart, put all new gaskets and seals in it, put it all back together, put it back in the car, and get it running probably in less effort than it took to restore 4 wheels. Ready, second pass with the sandpaper. We're looking at 220 grit. Ooh, I can see some things that come out. I'll have to go back to that 120 for a sec. Back to 220 again. Alright, that was the 220 just for the flat parts here. I still got to work the spiral here. It's getting a little dark though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Yeah. Find some 220. Alrighty. Got some fresh sheet store. Whoops. Got some fresh sheet store up. Got some glasses. We can knock this 220 out. Alrighty. Now I gotta get down to that groove there. Oh boy. So yesterday I got halfway sanded up this surface with a 220. Got this part, this part, this part, but didn't get this part. But yeah, this part was a 220. Mark it down a little into the barrel. It's a slip, which is not perfect. It looks so much better than it is. You might think it's perfect, but if you rub your hand around it, you can feel slight variances. Little maybe low spots here and there. But that doesn't care. That doesn't matter. Don't care. Gonna turn it from horrible into not too shabby. And it'll only take 1,000,000 years. Yeah, well, okay, 500,000 years. Okay, probably half that. But at any rate, it is a lot of effort to do all this sanding. So, we're gonna have 220, but I got some 180. So we'll just finish this lip up with 180, and then I guess we'll go to 400. Kind of get that 180. town there. And hopefully we knocked it all down pretty good. Hopefully we're ready for the 400. Kind of hard to tell. Now what we're going to try to do, hopefully this is still warm enough, get some sunlight all day, is get this here polish and this here metal come with a nice mirror finish. That's what we're going to try to do. It's going to be noisy, so can't hear you scream there. There we go. There's still a whole lot of scratches in here. And it's super shiny. Let's see there, there's also a ton of scratches. Tell you what, it's a good workout. It's time upon a time I polished this whole car. It's not looking like it now, but it's all super shiny. Alright, here we go again. See, I can see all kinds of scratches here. Yeah. We'll go ahead and polish it up and look at it, and maybe it'll be good enough. You do this enough and you end up looking like Popeye. I'm trying to look like Popeye. It works these guys right here. Oh. So there we are. That's good. So there we are, and if you get close, I actually got the camera very close, but you can see scratches and imperfections in here. You get close, especially if you use glasses. Put some glasses on, and you can see all kinds of stuff. But compared to how it used to look, this looks like brand new. It's quite nice. Maybe a little bit more cleaning, but that's about it. So, we were here, just finished polishing this, and after looking at it, it looks like I've got some more polishing I want to do. This part seems to be pretty good. However, the flat parts here, they could use a bit more work, and I might even want to go with a little bit of sanding here to clean up some lines. Sanding in here, and then more applying the paste, but these are not quite ready. This looks good, not quite ready. So, put that down, and honestly, not really trying for perfect, just trying for good enough, and by good enough I mean no obvious problems from like a foot away. You know, like you gotta get real close to see the minute scratches and whatnot. So this has a little bit more work to go on it. I got some lines to get rid of here, so I might have to go back to like 220 and then bust out the 440 again. See, like right here, around here on each of them have scratchy bits. So that's where we are. So these are still a little too scratched up for 400. Barrel's probably okay. Hopefully. This part's okay. I'll work on this part a little bit more. It's a damn cold. Look at this. Look at this, okay? Oh, you can't tell, but I got a t-shirt on under here. 3 layers. And I really want to wear the gloves. But it's hard to get a grip on the sandpaper without the glove. Especially when it's this damn cold. So, you can wear one glove. Cold, my back hurts. And that's all there is to that. Yeah, I was down to doing some 400 on this, but turned out I still had some scratches that I wanted to pull out. So, we got the 120. Okay, here we got some grooves, and here we got some grooves. And they're not going to come out easily with like 220, so we'll hit it with 120. And you don't want to run with it. But be careful about, he said, just as he ran it in. Okay, so I think I've got that one ready for 180. After doing the 120. Alright, back at it. Are you on? Alrighty. Alrighty. Got it. Some more. 9,025. Sandy. More sandy. Yeah, just in case you forgot, not even trying for perfect. Trying for looks good enough at a foot away. If you get within a foot, you're going to see these dents and stuff. Here's a few of them. So I think you got about done with one. Hopefully, that's the last time I have to go down to 180. I can just do 400. Alright, you got a first stack of 400. Hope these scratches are just light. I still see scratches all the way around after all that sanding. We're going to polish them up. And that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to do. Time for a break. So, got a torch, and I got this polishing compound. That's pretty waxy and won't go on unless the wheel's warm enough. Wheel's not warm enough, so we'll warm up this waxy paste and try to get it to stick on the metal. And we need it to stick on the metal, because I want to use a good amount of it. And I'm trying to get it to rub onto the buffing wheel. It doesn't get as much on it. So this way, I actually get a fair amount of polishing compound in an effective place. And it can actually do good. You don't really need it to sit. Thick doesn't really help as much, but this is too thin. Need a lot more of it than that, so making it a little softer makes it easier to put down a fair amount. When I come back with the buffing wheel, slowly work this stuff in, and hopefully most of it will stay stuck in place until I get that buffing wheel right on top of it and grind it more in. But when I'm putting the buffing wheel on here, it'll heat up the metal better, and that'll help spread the creamy polishing compound around the surface where it can work as an abrasive, very mild abrasive. So now I got the spokes, now I got to get this barrel. Kind of flaky and falling off, so try not to touch it until you grind it in. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that today or not. Alright, revisiting the ones that I polished up earlier. By earlier, I mean a few days ago. Got some that I thought, hey, these look like they're pretty well sanded and it's ready for polish. I polished it and I could see a lot of deep scratches that were still in there. So I'm back to the 120. I'm going to take out as much of these scratches as I can. And also, after working on this wheel, I also found that I need to mask up these areas here. Otherwise, when I sand it, I'll sand into that and then I got to redo that. Hopefully this tape will prevent that problem. Hopefully, one last pass with the sandpaper and I can get these spoke bits done. These guys turned out to be a lot of work. This was actually pretty easy to shine up. However, this is the part with all the corrosion on it and the little icky things. So, it makes sense that these would be more difficult. It's kind of hard to see the scratchiness in it though, and after you sand it, it's hard to see the other scratches that that you're trying to clean out. So, you just gotta sand hopefully past the scratches. Very slow and time consuming. How do you know when you got it all? Well, you don't until you do a couple of more light sandings and then a polishing, and then you can tell. Part gets really, really dirty. buffing will wear you out, something fierce. Because I'm working with the spinny thingy, I decided I needed some safety gear. Because this guy is just a little bit dangerous. This guy actually can be, the buffing is probably the most dangerous thing you can do with one of these, because it'll pull you into it, make you have a real bad day. Getting at it. Alrighty, trying to get at her. A lot of the off when I just got near it with the buffing wheel. But I guess enough of it did stick that, you know, enough polish was there to do the job. This one's getting pretty low. I'm gonna have to do something about this. Boy, I'm back for some more. Okay, well, I can see a few spots where I didn't get polished too well. And I don't think I've gotten all the dirt off it. And I didn't polish this part here. I may not. I may just leave it that color just to help not bring attention to it. At any rate, I think that's going to be good enough. It's not perfect. Didn't try to take all the itty-bitty dings out, and even the polish could be a little better, but it might just be good enough. Okay, hopefully the last day I'm working on these. So, where were we? So, it's actually not that cold, but it is getting ready to storm. So, gotta get it done. It's gonna have to be good enough. Because it's looking like a week of rainy weather. Means no working on wheels. It's windy. Storm town. Are you kidding me? Come on now, quit that. Come on now. Fuck. Alrighty, we're back at it again. Not sure where we left off last time. I think it was we polished this guy up. Maybe it was sanding on this guy. I can't remember. So this guy I polished up. I have a bunch of scratches that I'm happy with. So it's time to get back some sandpaper and clean them up. I think I was at either like 180 grit last time. Still haven't gotten any 220, so I'm gonna go straight for 400. No. A little extra work. And probably what I should be doing is wet sanding. Because wet sanding will make this paper last a lot longer. But it'll take more effort. So, the whole time you've been seeing me use this thing. I don't know if it's clear what I've been doing is I put it in there and I use the front bit. And I use that front bit. I pull that off to expose some fresh, unused paper. And I use it until it's about done. And then advance it up some more. Ready on the next one. How do you know when it's ready to advance? Well, because it slides too easy over the surface. When you got a fresh piece, it's pretty difficult to drag it across the surface, but after it's worn out enough, or it gets full, then it slides over a lot easier. You can't really see it, but the sand is getting full of fine powders of aluminum here, and as it does, it exposes less of the tooth of the sandpaper, and that makes it slide across smooth. Well, I can probably go right on the polish. Polish will probably clean this all up. Time for a break. Yeah, back at it. Gotta get that music going. Okay, so what we missed was putting some paste on this one, but that's okay because we still got this other one. This one, I already polished once, but yeah, it's still got needs some more polish. So it's I think maybe 60 degrees today, which is usually not too bad to work in, but this stuff needs to be considerably hotter. If it was 70 or 80 degrees, this might be, well, if it was 80 degrees, this would definitely be hot enough to just rub this right on here and get a good coating on it. But today it's not so hot, so I'm gonna just rub. I'm going to heat it up, rub it on. And since I've already done this once, I'm just kind of doing a touch-up. I'm not really rubbing a whole bunch of paste on wax or whatever you want to call it. I'm not worried about getting a whole lot on there. That's going to be good enough. I think this areas are good enough, so I'm not going to worry about those. Just these flat areas here that I already polished once, but that's probably good enough. That's half done. Take a quick break. Alright. Where do I have to go? Safety gear. Okay, slightly dangerous. No guard. A little bit dangerous, but manageable. So, where are we? Spinning this way to this side. I'm going to do this side. Alright, so mineral spirits. That'll do ya. Okay, so that there one's looking pretty good. Perfect? No. Super shiny? Yep. Original paint? Yep. Okay, well, I can see it's not perfect, but sure is shiny. And I can see some spots that I might want to finish up. We'll see. We'll see. So, here we are. These guys again. So, polished them. Took out there's still some, you know, chips and dents like that in there. Not going to worry about those. Those are character. And there's even some scratches probably in this. Not perfectly polished. This one's maybe a little nicer than that one. Still some scratch marks. But these are just about ready. In fact, they're good enough to just go in the car. I mean, the scratches you can see up close, but not from a couple of feet away. That's where people are going to see it. But I would like to clean them up a little bit with some regular polish. I actually have a fancy polisher. You know, those it's for polishing wheels, get the ball on the end of it. Really. And I got it like 10 years ago, but these wheels were too messed up to use it on it. And now that the clear coat's removed and they're polished up and they're ready for that sort of thing, I even got a ball cover thing. This is just for putting on your speed ball, power ball, something like that. At any rate, now that I finally can use it, I can't find it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, you know, in the last month or so. I just don't know where. So, I'm gonna get some of this polish. This is mother's polish. I don't actually use this, but I'm pretty sure this will work real good. Actually, probably what I should do is I should get a damn cloth. That polish on. Oh, pretty good. Polishing. Upping. This stuff actually says on it, mag and aluminum polish, perfect for all metals. I guess maybe a little bit more perfect for magnesium and aluminum, right? Oh. Anyway, it's got that car wax smell to it. When you hand wax your car, I'm giving it a hand wax treatment. Stuff all over it. Collar, yeah. Need to clean up the gobs. Excessive gobs. Gotta get rid of that. Yeah, just go ahead. This one that's off camera here. Let that dry, I think. What do the directions say? Apply a small amount of polish to a terry cloth towel. Polish in the metal surface until black residue appears, buff off residue is clean. Okay, so I guess I'm not really doing it. This is how you wax a car. This probably isn't how you're supposed to use this product. But that's okay for now. We'll just keep on doing it the wrong way. Now that we know better. It's not how you use it. It's okay. Feeling rather unconvinced that that's really helping a lot. I'm going to go ahead and try going back to this thing. I'm going to switch to a different wheel. Fresh, unused, softer wheel. Might be a good finishing. Not as easy as it looks. Boy, it sure does look shiny, especially compared to the not shiny part. This ain't really doing what I wanted to do somehow. Yeah, get some flowers. Oops, still going. So, back at it. Yeah, well, I think I better stop there. This is the other solvent. All this paste. Well, there we are. Alright, here we go again. Alright. Standing up the polish, standing up the polish. Okay, well, I would have to say this one's looking pretty good. Not the best sunlight, but you know how you like that cap. Yep. Alrighty, well there you are. Alrighty. Lovely old tires on. Put it on with some really sexy hotness. Shiny. Looks like it's set to about 90. It should be plenty good. Alrighty. Good enough. Seahawks. Yeah, that sure does look a whole lot better. So there we are. Alrighty, here we go again. Better. Alrighty, so out with the ugly, yucky bowl and get the hot new set. Right, you're set to 90 pounds. Believe me if you want. You can see that if you want, I don't care. Alrighty. Done and done then.